Hi, I'm Neil Doherty with North Country Whitetails, and I want to keep you from mugging your bucks this fall. Now, what do I mean by mugging your bucks? It's putting too much pressure on them before they're ready to be hunted. Now, one of the things you want to do is you want to stay out of the woods. You want to keep from putting tracks down on your deer. When you pressure them scouting, it's just as damaging as if you're pressuring by hunting. Let me share with you a story from a friend of mine that had an incredible deer on his farm here back in New York. He had photographed a 170-inch deer during the preseason. Tremendous whitetail buck, by far a buck of a lifetime for him. As the season approached and he anxiously awaited the opener, all the camera footage that he had with deer cameras was of the buck during the nighttime. He was 12, 1 o'clock showing up in the food plots. He couldn't see him on the spotting scopes because the buck was nocturnal. So the only thing he had to rely on was the cameras. The buck was also in a spot of his property which required an off wind. It required an easterly wind, which we rarely get in this part of the country. Season opens, he's biting his nails, he's trying to get close to this deer, but he knows he can't hunt him. He waited. He actually waited the first 2.5 weeks of the season until the buck started to get ruddy. As the buck started to get ruddy, he got out of the summer feeding pattern, he started to chase the girls a little bit. We could see the camera photos getting closer and closer during daylight hours. The first part of November, now we're starting to see the buck on daylight hours on camera, and he attacks. He starts to hunt this deer. When you're trying to hunt an individual buck, it's a chess match, and it's a long chess match. Don't blow it with too soon moves going in on that deer before he's ready to be hunted. If you keep the pressure off, let the deer get ruddy, they're going to make a lot more mistakes when they're chasing does during the fall. Now, how'd my buddy make out? He killed that buck by the end of the season because he laid off him early and he was patient and waited till the buck was ready to be hunted.